What's gonna happen?
The night is young, let's set it ablaze with fiery hearts and electric haze. We're the storm breaking through the calm. Feel the rush, it's our night-long song. And tonight, empty light, let's dance away till morning sun. We only live once, so make it count. Celebrate life, let the joy surmount. Neon dreams, they pulse and glow. We're running wild with nowhere to go. Hearts beat fast like a pounding drum. This is our anthem, it's where we're from. Raise a glass to the here and now. Feel the rhythm, we'll show you how. No regrets, no turning back. We're on the edge, we're on the track. And tonight, empty light, let's dance away till morning say. We only live once, so make it count. Celebrate life, let the joy surmount. We are dreams, they pulse and glow. We're running wild with nowhere to go. Hearts beat fast like a pounding drum. This is our anthem, it's where we're from. Raise a glass to the here and now. Feel the rhythm, we'll show you how. No regrets, no turning back. We're on the edge, we're on the track. And tonight, empty light, let's dance away till morning sun. Together we carry this night along. No rules, no chains to hold us tight. We're the stars that burn so bright. Lights are low, but hearts ignite. We charge the dark, we own the night. No regrets, just full of fire. Feel the pulse, take us higher. And tonight, empty light, we're alive. We burn so bright. Celebrate, we've just begun. One life to live, let's chase the sun. The beat it roars, the room it shakes. Every move a choice we make. We're unbroken, wild and free. This is how it's meant to be. And tonight, empty light, we're alive. We burn so bright. Celebrate, we've just begun. One life to live, let's chase the sun. Raise a glass, the world's our stage. Let's tear apart this golden cage. Tonight's the anthem of our souls. We're unchained, we're in control. And tonight, empty light, we're alive. We burn so bright. Celebrate, we've just begun. One life to live, let's chase the sun.
Woo! Hey everybody,
Whoa.
welcome in.
Greetings from South Carolina.
Hello. All right. Well, anyways, I've got power, so that's good because yesterday I woke up to no power. Fantastic. And then we got the power back eventually. And then half the house went out, even though the power company swore they fixed all that issue. But then the power went out again in half the house today. So awesome. So if at any point I just disappear, I'm lucky and blessed. All right. Moving forward. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Today's show we're here. There you go. And so we just want everybody to keep being independently weird. Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, it's good to see everybody here. It's good to have you guys. I haven't been around much. According to Dan, he said I was on my period. No, I'm not. Just
I
no
didn't say
power.
that on the live stream at least. Oh my God.
Well, look, it's
Oh
funny.
my God.
ain't no filters on this show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God.
No, we're all about the jokes here, and I found it extremely funny. I, as you recall, was laughing my ass off. Well, anyways, the moral of all the story is, guys, welcome in. I hope everybody's having a great, what day is Thursday? So let's Tracy, what did you do this week so far? How's your week going?
Actually, I have done some cleaning up of the house and trying to get rid of stuff, and I've also come up with my script for my YouTube channel. So I will be doing that. I'm just getting the pictures set together so that when I record it, you guys could see it with the pictures.
Cool. Yeah, cool. That's going to be great. Yeah, like I keep saying, I'm looking forward to whatever it is you're going to be doing because I don't really know specifics about it, but it sounds great. I've been looking forward to it for 800 years at this point.
I know it seems because I got sick and I've had this and that happen. It's like, you know, I want to get back into doing a lot of stuff, but it's just that every time I do, some shoe drops from somewhere.
That's just how life is sometimes.
Can't let it stop you.
Yeah, I know
She
that.
hasn't let her stop her. Look at that. Obviously, she's got somewhere done. Something done. I don't know words. Hello. I can't word mouth talk apparently. All right, Tim, what did you do?
Worked on my channel. Had a couple doctor's appointments. I had a sleep study this week, so that was not fun. You know, having 100 electrodes stuck to your head with glue.
Oh no!
Then they tell you, oh, we want you to try to sleep now for a couple hours with all these cords stuck to you. You know, so you're laying in bed trying to not move because if you move, the cords will come unplugged or it will disturb the reading that they're looking at. So you can't move, right?
Damn.
So if you move at all when you're sleeping, it ruins the study. So they have to come in and wake you up and make you sleep differently.
Wake up and go to sleep. Sounds like a Three Stooges routine.
Yeah, so
pretty much.
Yeah, so I did that, and then halfway through, they give you your unit that you're going to use, CPAP, a BiPAP, or something else. I had a full face mask. I felt like I was in a fighter jet.
Wow.
But that went well, and they found out what's wrong, and I felt better afterwards, so that's good. And they said it could reverse my CHF.
Oh wow!
So that's what I'm hoping for.
That'd be real good.
That's good for you. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
So that happened this week, and then what else happened?
I must see.
I got a delivery from Instacart. There you go.
There you are.
Other than that, nothing much.
Okay, well, you just, had electrodes to your head. Kind of a lot.
My oversoul was not activated.
Sounds like a different personality.
Well, Snarky activated hers with her belly button. It was pretty amazing.
Yes, I did.
A Survivor VHS. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. And good to see everybody in chat as well. All right, moving on to Dan. How was your week?
My week was pretty stormy. It's been raining, thundering, and lightning. I was on Tuesday night with Mowgli on Monster.
Yeah.
Talking to Russell and Stevie B. I was on this afternoon around 1 with Bigfoot Michigan Rob.
Right on.
Now I'm on with you, so that's 3 live streams in a week.
Wow.
Oh, and I've been negotiating with an unnamed movie company who's about to buy one of my stories and make a movie out of it.
No, that's cool.
So the only thing I can say is the title, because I can't say the name of the company or nothing else because I'm not supposed to even talk about it, but I can say the title. It's called Eggheads.
Wow. Good deal, Dan.
And if everything goes through, they're going to buy the script and the story and turn it into a movie.
I hope so.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe Chance can play
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, then you can really have credits on IMDb.
Not fake ones, because you got to take it out of the movie. Whoever that one person is, I didn't just say their name of.
Right.
Yeah, so everybody say congratulations to you, Dan.
Woo woo.
It wasn't,
Yeah,
it wasn't the
congratulations.
other guy's fault, by the way. His stoner friend set that up.
Okay. All right. So, Snarky, how about you? Anything nuclear blasts, or sea waves or some shit?
Nothing big. It's been raining and raining and gosh darn raining and raining and raining and fucking raining and goddamn raining.
So,
And
haven't gotten any rain though.
yeah, it's rained a little. No, but like so I've done a lot of going outside in between the rainings and seeing if I can get the downed sunflowers that are so huge
Oh, wow.
and get them snip back up. A lot of them I just had to snip and lay out to dry. Probably about 5 of them, but they're all volunteers anyway. I haven't planted any sunflowers yet.
Wow. Yeah,
So, and I've got 10-foot high sunflowers. So look at that.
wow.
I call them the ones the squirrels planted.
Yeah, I was thinking too, Snarky, if you ever, thought about it, wanting to do this or something, you could send out your some seeds to people in the, on the panel and in the chats and stuff like that, certain people, and not everybody's going to want them, obviously, but you could send them off to them and there you go. And they got seeds from Snarky.
Yeah, we talked about that. I've thought about that a few times and all that. I ain't done it.
Sounds cool. Do you have any perennials that come back?
Well, I'm not really sure if some of these things that are coming back are perennial or if they just drop enough seeds so that the next year they're coming back up.
Wow, because it was
You know what I
gorgeous
mean?
last year.
Because I got these flowers called 420s, or that's what I call them, because might as well be stony. But it's about they only bloom like just in the 4 o'clock in the morning time. That's when that's when they're blooming from like 4 to 6 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hey,
well, we hi Hebrew, how are you? Good to see you. Geek 101. It is amazing to see you. Good of you to join. Dan, it says now he's not the only Lex Luthor. I think that was a look he just gave us. Wait, no, he doesn't want to be Lex Luthor, even though Lex Luthor is a pretty badass character when played correctly. Anyways, that's not the point. The point of it is, welcome, Geek. How have you been, and what have you done this week? We don't have any sound from you.
Yep, you might need to unmute that mic there, buddy.
He's not muted
or
on
plug
this
in
end.
your mic.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways,
You know how to use sign language.
Yeah, I got some sign language for you, Dan. Is your mic working yet?
Nope. I think that's a no.
So, who's in pro chat? Oops, I kicked myself out of that. Okay, let me get back. There we go. Anyways, yeah. All right. So, he will chime in as soon as his audio starts working. We swear. Okay. Wait, yeah. I heard words.
Dipping out and dipping back in.
Or no, I heard him. Look, talk again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. In fact, let me even turn your mic
Sarah,
on.
turn his mic up wide open.
Yeah, I will.
Like
I'm going to do that right now.
Mouth down, you have to turn him up.
No.
Yeah. All right. Okay, go ahead, Geek. Talk now.
All right.
Yo, we hear ya. All right. So, how was your week?
It's been all right. I've been fighting a migraine most of the day, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be off for a few minutes or I would have been on sooner.
No worries. I've had one all this week. There you go.
Well,
Don't
you
have
rest
one now.
assured, buddy, that however bad that migraine is, by the time you leave here tonight, it will be worse.
Yeah, probably. Plus, this panel's full of this, so that doesn't ever help those.
And we are encouraging weirdness tonight, each individually expressed and whatnot.
Yes, be your own individual weirdo or some shit. Whatever the title of this was, I forgot now.
And sometimes being weird gets loud.
What?
I dare to be stupid.
Oh, he's going to bring it up.
Which in itself is categorized underneath the umbrella of weird. So there you go.
Yeah.
I don't dare to be stupid, but I often pretend to be.
Oh, I'm sure you're pretending, Dan.
I like being outside the box myself.
All right. I got a great story for you guys. This is full of oh my god moments, and it's just really great.
Y'all.
Okay, so my cousin ran out of toothpaste, so my mom went to go buy him some. Right?
Oh no, really?
Anyways, he used the toothpaste for a week before he came in my room and said, "Hey, you know, I'm using this new toothpaste that Gene got me," and I was like, "Uh-huh," and he's like, I couldn't really figure out the flavor of it, but you know, it works with our toothpaste, right? So mind you, he uses it for a week before he comes in my room and shows it to me, showing me that it's Arm & Hammer dog toothpaste, chicken flavored.
Oh, no.
Chicken flavored.
I tasted like beef.
On the bright side, his teeth were nice and clean, and he could eat beef much better.
Yeah, well, anyway, as you know, chicken does not taste like mint at all. So he uses it for a week before he questions, what even is this? And then he sees there's like 2 dogs on it. It's like dog toothpaste, chicken flavored. Anyways, he goes shows it to my mom. I don't know what happens about that part, but then last night I walked out of the bathroom and I accidentally knocked over the Crest toothpaste, right? That's not dog toothpaste. Oops. Anyway, so it made me think of that. And I walked out of my room and I go, hey, the bathroom. And I go, hey, Mom, I see that, or I was like, what happened to, I like the new toothpaste that you bought, box. And she's like, shut up. I'll never live that down. Nope. Now it's immortalized on the internet. Thank you.
Classic moment.
So then I asked him today, I'm like, do you still have the toothpaste? And then he goes and asks my mom. My mom goes, no, it's in the car. And she quickly leaves. Anyways, so yeah, my cousin used dog toothpaste that it was chicken flavored for a week before he went, what is this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, and just one, not looking at it and seeing the very first time you feared it's not mint, what is it? But that's it. Yeah, you know, like you do the testing, you're not looking, they stick something purple candy in your mouth, and you're like, what flavor is that? And you can't picture it because it's just your mouth and not your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
so
it's still chicken.
It's not always easy, you know.
Yeah, but it's still chicken, man. I mean,
but chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could understand my cousin because one time he had a birth cake flavored Crest, right? Gross.
Okay, let me get this off my chest. I'm almost 60 years old, and I've had a bunch of dogs. I've had lots and lots of dogs, and never once in my life have I ever bought some fucking dog toothpaste. And on top of that, tell me, how in the hell can a dog brush his fucking teeth?
Well,
and you're right.
Look, and
how the fuck you gonna hold a toothbrush with a paw?
Well, anyway, so it's a good thing my mom.
No thumbs, Dan.
A dog hold a goddamn toothbrush. That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
Look, if you want your dog's breath to be chicken paste fresh, you're gonna want to brush it.
Well, I used to carry Banaka for my German Shepherd.
I love my motherfucking dog, but I don't love that motherfucker enough to stand there and brush its fucking teeth for it. It makes little chew bones to give them to clean their goddamn teeth. You don't got to do that.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. They're called like dental bones or some shit.
Yeah.
I bought a dog.
Hey, Face,
I used to use Banaka on my German Shepherds growing up because they had breath.
But I am really guilty of buying my dog stupid little outfits and putting her on YouTube in them. So. And by the way, she don't like doing that.
Yeah, no, I could see that would be a thing that she would not care for. I used to dress my cats up in dresses, and then I would carry them. And I would ride my bicycle up and down the street. Like, I don't know. I'm dumb. Independently weird or something. Wee.
I used to play dress up and play tea party with my first German Shepherd when I was 8.
Ah.
Oh, that's sweet.
8 years old, you know? What else do you have in your mind?
I never had tea parties in my mind at 8. I was like, let's go watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
Let's go
But
play.
have you guys ever tried dog jerky?
Of course.
Ew.
Yes, on purpose, too. Oh, do you want to know another really funny story about dog stuff after you're done? Go for it.
Well, when I was like 8, my brother comes home one day and he said that he had some jerky and he saved me half of it. So he
Oh, no.
gave me a half a piece of jerky. It's like, man, this is the best jerky. I don't know what brand it is, but it's so good. I get it almost gone, and he shows me it's from the dog treat bag.
Oh God.
No, nice.
Oh, come on, man. That's not the worst thing I ever gave my little brother to eat.
Well, my brother and me ate cat food together because he said it was okay. So there was that. But okay.
I had one of my kids, I won't say who, but one of my kids, I had to actively break from eating the dog food. You must stop, child. You must stop. But mom, I'm not. No, I smell your poo poo. I know you've been eating dog food.
You know, it's like the same for me. When I was growing up, I was little. When I was around 8 again, there's this thing called doggy donuts. And I figured I'd try one just, for trying. And they were actually pretty good up until I started throwing up.
Ooh.
Yeah, you learn real well not to do that. Eh?
What is dog food?
Right. Well, okay. So
dogs
here's
look at
one for
me.
you. Here's one for you, okay? Costco, when it first opened up the new big store here in Temecula back in the day, before 2020, obviously. Anyways, they were having one of those big days where there was all the samples you could ever want out, right? Oh my God. Okay, so I was in a red cart and it's just really crowded, so I went in a park and waited for everybody to show up, right? Oh, shoot, somebody else is here. Oh, Pons is here.
Hey,
all right,
Pons.
Hey, Pons.
All right.
Pons.
So,
Pons. I moved it out of the way of this one cart, and because I wanted to see what it was first, right? Because now that I've sampled like a lot of stuff, I'm kind of full, and I don't want to sample everything again now, right? So I watch these people, right? They walk up and they start eating it, right? And they walk away, and some people go, "What is this?" Anyways, but they don't ask the person handing it out, right? So, anyways, the sign, everybody backs up from the sign, and I see dog biscuits. Kirkland brand dog biscuits. And they're in a dog bone shape, and everybody's just like, "This is interesting. What is this?" And they walk away. I did not eat dog biscuits, everybody. I did not. We lost Pons already. Like, dog biscuits? I didn't know we were doing that.
He's like, out of here.
I thought I saw a pond. I did.
You did see a bird.
I think the worst thing I ever fed my little brother is a big box of them chocolate-covered ants.
Oh. Well, I've eaten crickets.
I was sitting there pretending to eat them when he walked in. I said, "These are good. Here, try them." And I handed him the box. I said, "You can have the rest of them, man." And it was like half a box before you looked at the label and realized what he was eating.
My cousin made me hot peppers, and boy, did I get
that's not the worst thing.
Yeah. Okay, so one time I was watching my neighbor's house, right? And they had dogs. Oh, Pons is back. It's crazy. All right.
Yay.
So I was watching my neighbor's dogs, and I had fed them, and I had given them their treats, right? Well, I ended up having one left in my pocket. I looked over the house for it, didn't know where it was at, right? So when I walked into the kitchen of my house, I put my hand in my pocket, so I realized something was in my pocket by this time, finally, right? And my cousin, he was like little, probably like 5th grader at this point, and I pulled this peanut butter shaped cookie out of my pocket right in front of him. And he looks at me, right? I'm like, "You want this peanut butter cookie?" He's like, "Yeah." So he takes it from me, and he goes to eat it. I'm like, "Mind you, it's not wrapped. It's in my pocket. It's kind of damp from the sweat." Anyways, so then he takes it, right? And I'm like, "No, it's a dog biscuit. Please don't eat that." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Speaking of dogs,
yeah,
never leaves me alone. She's my stalker.
Aw, that's a cute
stalker.
Too cute.
Yeah, forgive my tardiness. I've been having a host of. It's just been one thing after another. So I didn't think I was going to make it, but then I'm like, I have to come by and at least make an appearance. We'll see how long it lasts because I'm already freezing up. But sorry I'm late, guys. But I was glad I was at least able to show up and say hello.
Well, we love you, Pons.
We love you.
It's good to see you.
It's really great of you to put on your best white T-shirt for the show.
I'm sorry. I was doing something in the garage. I didn't have time to change.
Was that ad? You look comfortable.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm wearing my best blue shirt.
I'm wearing my doggy shirt with all the little doggy
wearing
cartoons.
This shirt, as you can see.
I almost, as you guys know, my
garage is actually my sort of like den. I call it the bridge. It's where I used to do a lot of recording. I almost have it set up. You guys have a treat. I almost have it set up where I can actually start broadcasting from in there again. So, anyway, Tim, Jeremy, wish me luck, because if you go to some of my old content, I actually did some really great posts from there. But it turned into like a storage unit. And but between starting the new job and finishing that, things have just kind of been kookaburra. But I hope to be back in there very soon. But and I'll dress for the occasion, I promise.
Make sure you take that really cool book background with you.
Well, the thing is, if I use this background, then you can't see. I have like all kinds of really great stuff on the wall, similar to your wall of comics. So if I bring the background, you lose all that. I have this here because without it, all you see is my screen door. Because this is actually the dining room.
I've never seen your screen door for a while.
If I didn't have my virtual background, I'd have a messy stack of unorganized DVDs behind me.
Look at me, I've got books galore.
There's nothing uncool about having a DVD wall. I'm sorry, Tracy, I cut you off. What were you saying, Miss?
No. Look at all these books, and they're not even stacked properly. So I'm kind of a book nerd.
Well, there you go.
It's like those old style dens, like where they go to the like in Soylent Green, where Book just had all the books behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I got laundry here. I don't know, stuff there.
but
Jeremy, your backdrop is very cool, by the way. It's very sleek.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, see,
really,
Dan's
honestly,
got the same background.
Books are lost. Books are lost in the modern age. Most people don't even pick up a book or read no more, and it's really sad. You take somebody like Sarah down there. If you want to hide money from her, you can just put it in a book.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know that trick. I've seen those movies.
And 59th, I have about 400 VHS, and I have probably well more than that on DVD. I'm a huge fan of hanging on to physical media. In fact, we're going to be talking about that on the entertainment headquarters and the benefit to that.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, Face the Ace, Michael's Drones, and everyone else that I may have missed. Mr. Tony, good to see you guys all as well in the chat. I'm just scanning the chat now. So if I missed you, please forgive.
Now, because he brought that up, I got to turn the damn old chat on.
Anyways, I just call it.
Thanks for reminding me.
I think it's better. But anyways, yeah. So it seems like we've all had a few days of just craziness. It's not just one person; it's everyone. It's crazy when that happens, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very right.
I got to say, Pons, that physical media is always the way to go now, because when you buy a digital format, they can pull it from you at any time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they can alter it. They can edit it. They can cut out things that they find offensive. One of my favorite episodes of The Twilight Zone, ironically, The Obsolete Man. There's a scene where they're criticizing God. And Wordsworth goes, "There is a God. You can't erase God with an edict." They've cut that scene in recent broadcasts, and I find that reprehensible. It's like they're missing their whole point.
It's like getting like the Mona Lisa and cutting the nose out of it, like they did in that movie. Was that with Ringo Starr and the other guy? I can't think of his name. Anyhow, there was a song called "Come and Get It." You better hurry because it's going fast.
There you go.
Well, they're even changing the quality on some, like on Karate Kid. I have it digitally, and when they first released it in 4K, it was one of the most beautiful 4K releases I ever seen. I went to rewatch it the other day on the same platform on Apple TV.
1080p.
And it looked horrible.
Oh.
Probably 1080.
I hate it when they change the frame rate on these things and it speeds them up and they're all like moving like this. I mean, a lot of original like Law and Order, right? It was done in an older format, obviously. And so it looked fine for how it is, right? But now I've seen it where they sped it out, made it all look fancy, and I'm like, it doesn't match up. I can't watch this. It's unwatchable at this point. Oh, classic black and white movies. Gone with the wind.
That's why hold on to your physical copies.
Right?
It's like me. I've got Saturday Night Fever, and I don't like it chopped up like they show it on TV or something. It's all chopped up in the words.
That movie ought to be chopped up.
Well, I know, but Dan, I do love that movie. But long story short is, they take out all the good shit, and then where's it go? Like I remember that scene where they were fighting. What? Why isn't it?
Maybe that's why I don't like it. They took all the good shit out, because when I watched it, I didn't see no good shit whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean the cuss words and everything. I mean, but people say that nowadays, and you hear it, and even the kids know it. It's not like back in the 50s where God for me saying.
Yeah, another thing I don't like either is like YouTube, right? You hit a playlist and you want it to play, right? You don't want to have to come back to it. You want to hear or watch it, just keep it going. And then you keep getting a message. You're still there? You still want to play it? Yeah. And then they play the next song. And then it's like today, 3 times in a row, boom, boom, boom. I had to trick it until I want to keep playing it after I hit play all. Like, what? And then when it went, I did another song after that. Then it went to another time, just hit it again. Did you still want to watch? Why would I say play the list if I didn't want to watch it? Dude, and that's another thing. Like Netflix would do that too. I was like, stop.
I have a theory. I think what was happening is you remember ages ago, ENC was saying, if you want to increase my watch hours, just hit a playlist and leave the room. So I think YouTube caught on to that. So they're like, no, you can't just hit playlist and leave the room. You have to actually stay interactive with it, or it's a no countsy.
I don't want it to count if I'm watching my own shit. That doesn't count anyways when I'm watching it.
It's kind of like if somebody watches your stuff, they have to watch it for 1 minute 30 seconds. Otherwise, your view isn't counted.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, and hello, Gary, by the way.
Hi, Gary. I wonder how far he'll be Gary today. Gary's epic, everybody. If you don't know Gary, you should chat with him in chat. He's pretty cool.
Gary's awesome.
Yes.
Definitely.
He's always around being Gary. It's very Gary of him.
Well, YouTube did one weird too. They said the other day that my second channel was eligible for monetization.
Yeah.
And to apply, so I did. And they came back and said it's not eligible for monetization.
Why not? They fucked up. Excuse me.
No, you can say that here on Thursday. Thursdays are allowed. We're allowed to work on Thursday.
It made no sense. They said I could apply, so I apply, and then they say I'm not eligible. That makes no sense.
That's awesome.
They need to take accountability.
You want YouTube to be responsible for their actions?
They even changed their rules. They said 500 subscribers and 3 publicly posted YouTube videos. That's all you need to get monetized now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have provisional monetization. It's not as much. It's not a bigger percentage, but you can't get monetized. And for some reason, I'm holding it like 440. It's driving me zoink. Eric, what's going on, man? So,
hello.
If any of you folks want to subscribe and pass me on to your subscribers, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, 59th Survivor, I love the thumbnail. Very wizards. Very, very wizards.
That is cool.
Geek, we're talking right now. I mean, Hurricane Eric, we're talking right now about our week, and I've already mentioned you going to Mexico to get fresh, authentic Mexican food. So tell us more about your week.
Well, I just want some empanadas, man.
I thought that was Filipino.
Oh yeah, true.
Details.
Well, anyway, so how's your week been going there, Geek?
It's been good.
Unapologetic Geek, whatever you tug.
Yes, tug. Hello, Dan. Greetings. I walked for 5.5 miles today, so I'm really beat, worn out.
Whoa!
Hey, Kenneth. Wow.
Going?
Just me and my son. We just went for a nature walk. And
I thought you were trying to go find your skin to sew it back on or something. But
no, nothing like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, because
that's February.
In the bucket.
February. Excuse me.
How's your feet?
They're sore.
Yeah.
That makes me feel mad. That makes me feel real bad. He walked 5 miles a day. I probably walked 50 yards.
You're going to have your oversouls activated.
I'm not showing my feet.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll be right here.
Just belly button.
Just your belly button. Anyways.
Well, I knew I had to do it today because tomorrow it's going to be like 95 to 100 degrees tomorrow, so I don't want to deal with that.
Yep.
Yep.
I hear you.
We got entertainment headquarters. Hi.
Hello.
Your video yesterday, whatever the hell it was, or live stream yesterday. I don't remember. Yesterday happened, everybody. I swear to you, it did. Okay.
What had to?
Oh, we were all there.
It's supposed to be 95 here on Saturday.
Right.
Here it's supposed to be
That
like.
makes me scared for it's gonna be here. Yeah.
Yep, it's supposed to be like 97.
Oh, we're doing good.
Happy Florida.
Yeah, well, Florida. Yeah, so all right. Well, then it sounds like Geeks Week has been better than the rest of ours. Why? Why, Tug? What have you been doing to the rest of us? You put voodoo on us?
How much money did you pay?
Voodoo.
Power of voodoo. Hoodoo, you do. Do what?
Well, my week looks messed up. It's going to be between 91 and 97 every day.
Yikes.
It's not a contest.
We got 2 days.
It's not a contest.
97 next Tuesday and Wednesday.
Says the man at Cape Cod.
we could hit 80 over the weekend.
Oh, let me just cry for you, as I'm in the 90s, almost hundreds. Stuck my, never mind.
You're right, Q doesn't count.
Oh, I was going to say suck my barometer. Then I had to say it anyways.
Hey, Cabler, long time no see. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Hey there.
Yeah,
I know. I think next week might get pretty fucking hot. Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
Hey, New York,
one of those things.
NY
It's gonna heat
Dad.
up around here, guys.
Good
What?
to see you.
Oh, yes.
NY Dad.
But honestly, where I
I'm
live,
here.
this time of the year between now and the end of July is the hottest we get. Come the 1st of August, we start cooling off fast.
Well, that's good. I'm dying of the heat. The AC's on. It's just awful around here. Although it's still like, well, it's a pinch degree cooler than Hemet. There's that. But the humidity's much even higher here. So they can't win.
Once again, it's California. What do you expect?
Well, I don't know.
Knows how to party.
Yeah, in the city of Temecula. Oh, anyways, we keep it at the wineries. Woo.
I'm not sure that's one of the ones that's mentioned, but okay.
Well,
Listen,
go west,
it is
young
now.
man. Haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women, and gold.
Yeah, nice.
Good luck.
Well,
Yeah, in that order.
At least you got the women in the whiskey part, right? But all the
You
gold,
can't undo, right?
but all the gold in
no
California,
rain.
is it
Go
a
to
bank
California,
in
be in
Hills,
pain.
somebody else's name? Have you heard?
Of course, it
Why?
never rains in Southern California. The girls only warn you.
Well, look, it
Jeez.
did rain. I made a video about it. Everyone was like, "We don't care. You had weather, whatever." And I'm like, "But I had weather. It was awesome."
I hear they got some
Yeah,
hotels
but
in
that
California.
horrible storm. You made a video and called that a horrible storm. Out here, we call it drizzle.
Okay, for me, it was an epic storm that we would have gotten chased back in the day. But hey, guess what? I had weather.
I couldn't
was
even
very proud
leave a
of it.
comment on the video because all I could think was, "What the fuck, Sarah?"
Well, right. I was just so impressed that I had weather, and I thought it was trash cans for an hour. So he's like, can only be so many trash cans out there. I'm like, oh yeah. I might have been high. Doesn't matter. I had weather. I was excited.
Well, when I first moved down here from Illinois,
It's storming here.
Sarah,
It's storming. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I'm like,
no.
Sarah's
Now listen to
gonna.
this.
And then
What
she
really
sends me
matters?
that video. I'm like,
No, you're looking at it the wrong way, Snarky. What really matters is she made a video, even though it was about some crappy rainstorm. She made one everybody's still talking about and people still watching. So it's a win regardless.
Right. And then I did.
I
Oh yeah.
always
Then we had
hoping Sarah wins.
Always look on the bright side of life.
right. That's just before you explode, though. Just saying. Well, he ate too much. Never mind. We're not going to Monty Python right now. Got it. Okay. but yeah, then,
Getting your Monty Python movies mixed up.
Keep when
I
you
would
live in
never.
Illinois, what?
Then we
So
had the
when I
Stray
moved
Six
from
flyover too.
Illinois to Mississippi, you know, I'm used to real storms,
Yeah.
severe weather.
Yep.
And I get down here and like if it rains, everything like shuts down.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
noticed that.
and
Same
everybody's
here.
like, "Oh yeah, it's really bad weather today. It's gonna be really bad storms." And I'm like, I don't see any tornadoes.
Oh,
This is not bad weather to me. Or like last
But
year we
see, the
got an
drivers
inch of
start
snow.
bumping into each other the second it starts raining. That's what the police told me when I worked at that store. And I was like, well, it's not that bad out there. He goes, yeah, but the second it starts raining, these motherfuckers just start bumping into each other.
Well, what's
Well,
funny
I
is
found
we
out there's
have,
an oil that comes out of the roads.
yeah.
Because
You
of the
know what's
water
kind of
table.
funny is that we had snow this past winter. Like we just had snow that was like only maybe an inch tall, and they shut down everything in this little city
Well, that's
until I had
because
to. 'Cause-
Florida was like, "This is snow, everybody." Florida man doesn't know how to react to snow at all. Okay, so
Yeah.
they just gotta shut everything down.
And that's in Arkansas. We're just
It
looking
went
down
so
going,
here.
holy shit, that's moving straight for Florida.
It's like
Oh.
it's like when it
South Carolina,
snowed here.
Until they
Carolina
have
people
like
don't-
4 to 6 foot drifts across the highway.
South Carolina people don't give a shit unless if it don't mess, as long as it don't knock out the power or the cable, we don't give a damn what the weather does.
Well, that's why I always love the reports from like states that don't normally get snow. Oh no, we've had almost 3 inches, and I'm like, in Massachusetts we call that dusting.
Yeah, that's what we call it in Chicago. I mean, like
Minnesota, we call it nothing.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, like I used to remember going to school in 4 feet of snow. They didn't shut the school
Yep.
down. The bus board stopped.
Yeah, here
We had
everything
the
shuts
equipment
down.
though. We had the salt and
We
you know the
call 3
bulldozers.
inches of snow in South Carolina. We call that January.
And I had
So,
to
like,
walk
what?
uphill to school both ways.
Both ways, yeah, of course.
Both ways, yeah.
Well, that so
It'll
you
be
kinda-
forecasted.
It'll be forecasted that we'll have an inch of snow by noon tomorrow. All the schools will be closed off, and then when the inch of snow hits, it's all melted by 11:30. But nobody went to school.
Well, yeah, it was like
3 days
what was
for
it, like
kids.
3 or 4 years back. No, 3 years back, I think it was. Right, I'm out there in Hemet, and all of a sudden, like it starts snowing in Hemet. I mean, it doesn't stick or anything, but it just usually snow anyways, right? So yes, I went outside live in my t-shirt and shorts and bare feet, shivering my butt off, filming in the snow. Like, yeah. That
Well,
was a
when we
fun
had
one.
that polar
I wither.
vortex, I got a video of me making a snow angel for somebody in Australia. A friend that I had in Australia who had never touched snow, and so I was like, "Coral for you," you know. And I went and just fucking ignorant ass made a snow angel right there.
Did they say crikey?
Crikey.
Crikey, snow!
Fair
Wow.
dinkum.
Oh no, snow.
When they say fair dinkum, it means it's on the line. You know, I know a lot of that. I know that the bathroom's called the dunny, you know, the toilet.
Right,
You
right.
know, because I have friends from Australia, and I also have friends in England too. And they kind of
You know,
And then you got
I
to
ended
go
up
to the
making like
moon.
8 videos out of that snow angel because I went and tried to paint it. I wanted to color it because y'all know I paint on everything, right?
Oh,
And I ain't
wow.
lying. I painted on a snow angel, and there's videos on my channel.
I gotta talk to Chance real quick, everybody. Everybody, just so you know, Chance is the best actor in all the world. Okay, now Chance, Dan informed us a little bit ago that he is selling a movie script. So make sure you do everything you can with the schmoozing you do, and get to be the lead of whatever the hell he's selling. It's gonna be great. I swear. He's probably like,
Also,
"What
hi
is
Tom
happening?"
McCluskey. I didn't see you come in.
Hi, Tom.
Tommy. Good to see you. Fellow New Englander by birth.
and Chance says, "Okay." I think he's over there going, "These people are insane." Yeah, we are. Come on, play with this, Chance, if you can.
Where's that chance to fit right in?
He's selling some script for a movie. Yeah, you're gonna have to hit Dan up for the details, for the deets.
Actually, it come about because I'd
Because what?
Uh-oh, storm take him.
He said too much.
He just got abducted or some shit.
Someone
You're
didn't
not
want him to
saying
sell
it
that
was
script.
aliens?
Yeah, the actors guild took him out.
Maybe it's Sasquatch.
Well, nice knowing you,
It had to
Dan.
be
Happy
Sasquatch.
trails.
We've all become so delusionally paranoid as of late, haven't we? To get you.
I'm
Knock, knock.
watching the War and Braves Mets game, or I would. Oh my God, we are officially sports wedo panel here.
Sports ball, hooray!
Sports
ball.
Yay, sport!
Right?
I hope that team does well.
Thank you, Keebler, for dropping his link.
That's what I say to for all the time. I'm like, he'd be like soccer, baby.
All right,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
Dan is
yay,
officially
sport.
gone. He got taken. He's
Tim,
all
tell
10
your
years old.
alien friends to let him go.
The truth is out there.
Dan's
Aw,
been
poor
taken.
Dan.
A lot of
He's covering
lies.
up. He's been taken, and now it's. Oh, I swear, I got technical issues.
My alien friend said they want him for a few hours because they're going to probe him.
Oh my God! Not that again.
Reminds me of the first episode of South Park.
South Park,
Cartman
yeah.
gets
Anal probe.
Oh yeah, that's a great
That's
one.
the first episode?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pilot was the
Alien
Christmas
big
episode.
Yeah, the
alien
Christmas thing was the
comes out of his
pilot.
butt.
Santa versus Jesus. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, Santa versus Jesus. Oh my God. Anyways, I had a great time in my high school life watching that shit. Yeah. Anyways, South Park
I love the
21.
fact that the main subplot in South Park the musical is the fact that America and Canada go to war. And back then that was considered far-fetched. And now we're kind of like, ooh.
Well, look, as long as they don't destroy the Baldwins, we should be okay.
That's not that
They
hot.
did that themselves.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're doing a pretty good job of that themselves.
I know, but they still should just don't, because there might be like 5 people that might go, nuke button.
We just need to ask ourselves, what would Brian Boitano do?
What did Brian Boitano do? Right.
Yes. Did you know that after that came out, he did a cooking show on Food Network where they used that as the intro to it?
No.
Who's this?
Brilliant. He was a ice
He's
skater.
a diver. Wasn't he a diver?
No, he's an ice skater.
Oh, he's an ice skater.
Ice skater. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Little guy.
What did he do?
Well, they sang a song about what would he do in South Park, the movie, right? And anyways, and then afterwards, after that movie, like a few years later, Food Network had a show with him where he did cooking with him and his wife, I think. And anyways, the opening to it was that song, and I was like, yeah, I watched it. You know, I did.
Blame.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Lots of fun. You know, Dan, you
Not
have like
big on
800
South
phones.
Park.
Grab one. Come up. Well,
Mentioning
anyways,
disappearance, did you guys happen to catch the X-Files song that I put up on my channel the other day?
No.
I
think I
did. I
did.
started out. That was awesome. I liked it. I mean,
I
it's like
had fun with it.
it's pretty good. Well, I mean, did you guys hear my Murder She Wrote song on it today?
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I did see that, yes.
Columbo will drop tomorrow, and then one from Emergency will drop Sunday.
Just one more thing.
Yeah, just one more thing. Yeah. So I was having some fun thinking of different songs to make. So I'm like, how many songs can I make about I'm a better person? Let's go party. Today's
About
a
Land of the
Tuesday.
Giants.
I don't know. You know, so yeah.
Make a song about Land of the Giants.
I never watched that show as a kid, so what was I gonna do? I make something dumb up. I never watched the show because it looked stupid when I was a kid. I haven't watched it as an adult because why would I? See, that's not gonna work.
This is a good show.
Irwin Allen. I used to love Irwin Allen stuff.
I like
I still do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Only it was more contemporary when I watched it.
Yeah, them fighting words.
John Williams music. Yeah, see, that's good music. I wish I was on par with him, but I am not, and nor will I ever be. But yeah, all right, cool. Yes, good. Thank you for dropping that, because I was just going to tell you to do it, but I don't have to because you already did it. Anyways, if you guys head over to my chat, everybody, you should be able to grab it over there. And make sure you guys check it out. It's going to be awesome. It's not going to be awesome. It is awesome. I did watch it. It was awesome. Okay, it's already been done. It's awesome. Watch it for yourselves. Okay.
No, I guess I missed that.
I have a mid-film print of the pilot. Which pilot?
Land of the Giants.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm like, I'm sure you
Although
do.
a mid-film print of the South Park pilot would be pretty funny.
Well, that would be cool. I would.
Did I
be
tell
like,
you guys? I actually posted. Have you guys heard my song about my oncologist?
Oh no,
no.
It made the charts.
Yeah.
The best I can do on such short notice.
Yeah. See, you were right, Pons. Good thing you could keep up on the conversation we had 3 hours ago. That was neat.
Hey, we're talking about songs, recently, more contemporarily. Yeah.
He's good at holding multiple conversations in his head at once. Like on his stream, I don't know how he does it, keeping up with the chat, and there's like 5 or 6 different threads, and he's following them all.
I know.
Impressive.
He's really good.
I call that my bartender ears. When you're in the bar, you have to because it's like you'll be talking to one person, you'll hear, "Whose butt do you have to kiss to get a drink over here?" "Oh yeah, you need a drink." This guy's like, trying to rob me, and this guy's waiting for his. So it's like you actually listen to any number of conversations over the last 20 years. So I think that's how I mastered the art.
I find that incredibly good, because I can't even hold one train of thought. So
me too.
But I can do multiple conversations at once. I can text multiple different people at the same time. I'll talk to somebody on the phone, also while doing other things, right? Like I can do that. But but it's not like a steady conversation, right? It's intermittently get pauses, right? That's fine. But like here, I can't, read everything, try to run everything, and keep up with everyone's everything, right? I get taxed, okay? Plus, my reading skills are not good. So there you go.
I mean, I could reply to every conversation, but it would be kind of like that I can, like, I'm a bird watcher joke where I can identify every bird, and it's like, yeah, there's a bird. That's a bird. I can reply to every convetiondoesn't necessarily mean I'm actually following along.
Yeah, it's like I have to lift my glasses up just to see what's being said.
Right. And then Chance says, "How is the new job going, Thrash?"
Oh, it's going really, really well. Today was just day 2, but I won't bore you with the details. But there's like one task I've been trying to get. It just suddenly clicked.
Oh wow!
So, and this is like the cornerstone of the whole operation. So, I think the dominoes are going to fall into place. People I work with are great. It's a great office. It's air conditioned. I won't have to work in a hot kitchen this summer, which I'm really looking forward to.
Cool.
And like I say, I really think like I said, today was just my second day. But the first day you're just like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But today, as I grasp a few concepts, I'm like, oh yeah. As Douglas had him say, the trick is just keep banging the rocks together. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a really, really good fit.
Cool.
I really do.
Right on. Right on.
Thank you for asking, guys. Really appreciate it.
Cool.
Hey, Chance, how's your baby?
Thank you.
How's baby?
Yeah, how's your bunny?
Yeah, I love baby.
You know what's funny about that though, right? Because my mom calls me her baby. She has a baby bird baby, and then when I bring up Chance's baby, she looks at me like, "Which baby?"
Just don't eat the baby.
Right. Yeah. I don't even think rabbit tastes good, so we're good on that. I like meat, and I don't think rabbit tastes good.
Get in the tummy.
But oh man, baby's a cute little bunny. I was like,
yeah, she sure is. She's beautiful.
Oh yeah, if I was his neighbor and he was at work all day, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna babysit the rabbit. The birds are gonna come with me. We're gonna have animal day. It'd be great.
You'd probably have a really hopping party then, right?
Oh, it would be hopping. Oh yeah, it would be hip hopping.
Oh.
As long as one of your birds isn't a hawk.
That's so cute.
No, you've seen my birds. They're not hawks at all. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Oh,
Dan's not here for the Patrick Swayze reference. Come on.
But did they say bye?
He's like, I'm a random it broke. This is great.
Don't bring that up again there.
That's a twofer because you have bye or bye birdie.
Right.
Yeah, Jeremy,
bye bonds.
That's a double-sided hyperbole.
No,
it
but
isn't.
anyway,
Yeah, I made it up anyway. But
yeah, right.
When in doubt,
Anyways,
just make up a
oversoul.
new word. People can infer what you're talking about, and then you sound smart.
Well,
Aw.
sometimes when I say
Yeah.
"come play with me," I wrote "play," and that didn't make me sound smart at all.
Well, you have to play it off.
I did.
That's
It's
what
now
she
me.
did.
But can you play with madness?
Yeah.
I can play with
Every damn
matches.
day.
Here's
Every
my
second of
psychosis.
every damn day.
Hey.
Mhm.
I was at the Mountains of Madness. Your turn.
Like I said, I have a
You were at
psychosis for the
Madness.
day.
Wow. Did you take pictures?
I've lost track of what it is I'm talking about.
The weed's kicking in for him too now.
I can
Somehow.
follow what other people are saying, but my mind wanders, and sometimes I forget where I left off. What was it? Ooh.
Try
Just
that
remember,
at
not
home.
all
You're
who
doing
wander
it.
are lost.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
Let
It's
me
like, go
talk
ahead,
over
Tracy.
you.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Tracy.
No. What I'm saying is at home here, it's like I start one project and then like my laundry, for instance, it's in the washer and I forgot about for like 8 hours. Now I have to rinse it back again so that it's not smelling moldy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I
and
hate
then
that.
started another project and forgot that one.
Can
You
you
know,
hear me
it's
now?
crazy.
Welcome back, Dan.
Hi,
Well,
Yeah,
that
Dan.
sucks,
Dan.
man.
Hey.
You know, I was
Woohoo!
sitting out here for an hour today talking to Bigfoot Michigan Rob when it was 100 degrees, sweating like a bull. This motherfucker never got hot. But when it's 78 degrees and the sun's going down, it's cooled off. The bitch got hot.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, welcome back, Dan.
Now
How many of you know sightings on 18 wheels?
No,
None
now
of
my
them
voice
do.
is all
No.
hoarse from screaming.
None of
out
them
on
do.
this.
Well,
None of them
he's a fellow YouTuber that me and Sarah know, and he lives near me about an hour away. He and I are getting together on Saturday, and we're taking our Psionics Aurora Blacks outside, and we're going to film the night sky. Our
Wow.
cameras are infrared and night vision capable.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Well,
So we're gonna film the night sky and see what we can capture. And every time he's been here, we've caught something. Every
it's been
single
weird.
time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I film out here, and I just filmed the fire, and something weird goes shooting by in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Everybody's like, no, it's a fire drone going that fast, not stopping at the fire. Okay. I don't think it was, guys.
Hey, Tim.
Anyway.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah?
how good is the night vision stuff for looking at the sky and seeing UFOs?
Yeah, night vision is okay, but infrared is way better.
Hmm.
Because
I
if you think,
just want a pair of the night vision binoculars.
Oh,
well, if you can get some infrared binoculars, because I do know they have them, if you can get them along with your night vision on the same pair of binoculars.
I don't know. It's got a bunch of settings. It may have the infrared setting. I don't really know. I hadn't checked yet.
It's the setting. Well, you think of it this way. We cannot see an infrared. So whatever it's picking up in infrared may be there, but you're not seeing it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Camera.
I get that feeling a lot. There's a lot there I'm not seeing.
Yeah,
I believe there's a lot in the sky that we don't see because the light spectrum that we see in is so narrow that, you know, infrared and night vision, we don't have that really. I mean, we have limited night vision, but we don't have night vision like a cat.
Mm-hmm.
True. As much as I say something about, you know what? I'm not going to talk about the pussy thing right now. That's not helpful to the camera situation.
Yeah.
It's so cool that I mean, like my friend, she used to live on a ranch in Arizona, so they were far away from the big cities and all this. And what they would do is go out on their truck, and you know, it's one of those I don't know, pickup trucks, and they put a blanket and they put pillows on their heads and just look up, and they would see jillions of stars. And it's like I've never seen the sky like that because living in Chicago, all you saw were the bright lights of the yellow
light pollution. Light pollution. Yeah.
And
Chicago would have
blew
stars?
my mind.
Huh.
Well,
No,
the problem with the stars now is all you see now is SpaceX.
Well,
SpaceX Starlink. He's going to put up 45,000 satellites. And according to what I understand, that's going to be enough to block out the stars. So you're not going to be able to tell what's a star and what's Starlink.
Well, then that's crazy too, because like shit doesn't even work. So many people are like, "We're on this," and then their internet's awful.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, for the world is hollow and I have touched the sky.
Yeah, that's a great episode. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that's a very good episode, actually. I like that episode. Star Trek, everybody. It's the best.
By the way, guys, I just looked at the time. I actually have to motor. But I'm so glad I was able to like pop in. Love hanging with you guys in chat. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Love hanging with you too, Pons.
Talk to you, Pons.
Thank you so much.
Pons, get with us about the dad joke off too. Since you're the ones that got the new job, we need to hook up with you and figure it out because
certainly. I talked to Craig and we would definitely we'll have something ironed out really soon.
Okay.
I talked to him and we'll have something soon. And at Tug,
yes,
this Sunday is what?
I am having a show on Sunday. Yes.
But is it going to be the Next Generation show or is that next week?
No, that's going to be the week after that. So yeah.
Okay, because I won't be myself for that. But if you're doing a show this Sunday, I might be a lot of help for.
Okay.
So
yeah, I've got a couple of ideas rolling. I'm not ready to say what they are yet, but don't worry, it'll be fun.
Well, if your ideas involve anything to do with Star Wars, I may have it covered because I watched the first Star Wars movie yesterday, and I watched The Empire Strikes Back today. And in the morning for breakfast, I'm watching the third one, the Revenge of the Jedi thing. So I'm good. I'm reevaluating.
He really is in that other universe, isn't he?
Hey, I'm reevaluating.
I'll see you guys on this Sunday.
Bye, Thrash.
Take care.
Every 4 or 5 years, I rewatch Star Wars movies.
Yeah, me too.
I did, but I don't own them anymore.
I don't. I own them, but I didn't use the DVD. I recorded them off the cable. Like I'm lazy to get the DVD player out.
Chance said he won't be home Sunday. That's too bad. He might have some more sports.
Okay. I don't even know who I'm having on other than Thrash. So.
Oh wow, you gotten that far. That's pretty cool. I mean, you put up the show for today on her end till like a little bit before we were gonna go live. So I understand. It's been that kind of got a bunch of stuff.
It's been a rough week, man. I've been doing the Supergirl thing, and it's just like,
oh no, it's driving you nuts, huh?
Well, it's better than Superman 4.
Yeah, well, anything's better than Superman 4.
The old one.
Yeah, the one from 1984. Yeah.
With what's her name in it? The blonde. Oh god.
Dude,
Helen
Slater.
Yeah.
I put that movie up on my channel. It had no copyright on it, right? And then like, I don't know, maybe a half a year later, it said blocked around the world, and I was like, nah.
No matter what anybody says about that movie, man, young men like that movie a lot. I like that movie a lot too. I haven't
seen it since I was a kid.
Hate Supergirl.
Hello.
I know that thing with Christopher Reeves when it first came out was like unbelievable because they were finally doing special effects in such a way that were more modern. Mm-hmm.
I actually like the Supergirl TV series they did until it got like
Supergirl
too
TV
political.
series a lot better than the Supergirl movie.
Well, her adoptive mom, Eliza Danvers, is the same actress. It's Helen Slater, same actress who played Supergirl. Yeah.
And then Dean Cain was her dad.
But the thing about that Supergirl TV shows, the guy, what's his name, Cryer, who played on a 2.5 Men, turned out to be what I think is the best Lex Luthor performance, honestly, other than the original in the first Superman movie.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. I didn't watch those shows.
And a best performance in a TV series of Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
See, I never got into Smallville. I couldn't. It was so just not my style back in the day. It's still really not. I did try to watch it again, and I was like, oh, maybe when I'm 80, I'll try it then.
I love
sometimes better than that show, on TV.
Oh, that's right. When you were thinking about watching Smallville, weren't you watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Ick.
No, I don't watch that either. No.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer than Smallville.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Or Angel.
Look,
I tried
awful.
to get into that. Smallville was so bad.
And
Smallville was horrible. It was beyond bad.
It got better as
Wow.
But anyways, I can't.
Nightmare is what it was.
I enjoyed Smallville other than the final season. That was just completely.
Yeah, the final
bad.
season was pretty terrible.
I'd rather watch them three bitches on Charmed than goddamn Smallville.
There, look, there, everybody.
Yes. John Cryer was Lenny Luthor, not Lex. Yeah.
Okay, somehow different. I just thought
It's
it was
his
nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his nephew. Oh my God, it got worse. I wish I hadn't even asked. What the hell's wrong with me? Okay. All right. Anyways, let's talk about Superdog. That sounds way better.
Me.
Sarah, tell him John was Lenny Luthor, not Lex.
What character did John Cryer play on Superdog?
I'm not telling anybody anything. Leave me out of this. Charmed is awful. God, no.
Sarah, they treat you like a wishbone. One just cut in half.
What's interesting is John Glover actually played like 3 different DC comic book characters.
All right, to the smart ass in chat, let me point out John Cryer played Lex Luthor on Supergirl series. Yes, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, at least it wasn't.
Yeah, come up on here with some movie facts. Don't be a dork with me, because I'll call you out, boy.
He'll Google that shit.
This isn't Jeopardy.
I'm not Google, motherfucker.
Well,
sometimes Dan forgets that the points don't count.
Good one, Snark.
Jackie Cat said Charmed.
Yeah, no, there's no
so
charm.
stupid.
Awful show,
We used to watch that all the time.
I watched every episode of Charmed 2 years ago for the entire run, and I did not totally hate every minute of it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I go back every once in a while.
It's rage bait, Sarah. Don't take it.
And I'll watch every episode of it.
Okay. Maybe like the first 3 seasons, I could agree with you on that. But like, it got better, sorta. It got a lot better.
That's where I met Coolio.
You met Coolio?
I met Coolio on Charmed. I didn't know who that motherfucker. Never seen him before in my life. He was on Charmed.
Well, anyways, Coolio. Wow.
Rip Coolio.
Did you ever see his hair? Like, what was that?
I love his hair. That's how come I figured out who he was. I was like, this dude's hair. You know?
The only man in history to ever be mad at Weird Al Yankovic.
That was so funny, that one. Where he's Florence Henderson there and he's singing at her face.
About 4 years ago, I sat through 18 seasons of Doctor Who.
Oh God!
Wow!
Exactly.
I didn't do that.
I watched so much Doctor Who. I got
episode in decades.
I just got into Doctor Who and I wanted to know it all, and I watched everything I could find.
Wow.
Well, I thought I was bad when I got into it, and I watched like 5 seasons in a row.
You watched the old Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Well, you can't watch all of it anymore.
No, because a lot of them were lost. They got lost in a flood.
Actually, they've been found now.
The last 18
Really?
seasons instead of the first 20.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were in like some other country. Somebody found a copy.
Probably in a salt mine somewhere.
Wait. They were in a flood. So this flood took it to another country, did they? What?
No,
they had copies in another country. Yeah. Silly goose.
But you know what?
What kind of flood was this? Very specific flood, isn't it?
But Doctor Who, Doctor Who loses something when it's in German.
If you dance for Lionel Richie, were you on the ceiling or dancing on the floor?
Get the signal and then record it, and then they'd be able to play it over and over again. You know?
Wow.
No, I heard that Hollywood keeps most of its film reels in like some part of the desert in between like California and Nevada, and they put it underneath in the caves because it's cold and dark, and you know they have
And
a system.
dry.
Yeah, I was amazed by that.
It's also why like
Was that
you
when
hear
there
about
was
old
an
movies
old
being found in
salt
salt
mine or
mines
something?
because they will actually store them in salt mines.
Salt mine. That's right. I saw that documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
Well, we don't want films to smell like vinegar, right, Chance?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't-
Tom, you
Those
were
with
dancing on the
vinegar, they're
ceiling.
bad.
Nice.
Right on. See, that's the best way to do it. If you're going to dance to the ceiling. No, duh. Yeah.
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 Just remember, you can dance if you want to. You can
Oh,
leave your
yeah,
friends
yeah.
behind.
If your friends
Friends
don't
dance,
dance,
and we
and
won't
if they don't
dance,
dance,
they
well,
ain't
they're
friends
no
of
friends of
mine.
But
mine.
yeah, they're no friends of mine either.
It's the safety dance.
Ass arms. Okay. But Gary a little bit ago got up to where we were talking about whatever Monty Python. He said he didn't like Monty Python. Anyway, so we're way past that now.
Does anybody know the backstory of the safety dance? Like what it's about?
No, do you?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah.
Because I don't remember. I just watched the video on it, but I already forgot.
There was a dance craze in the early 80s. It was literally just called pogoing, where you really just stood in place and jumped up and down. That was it. And
Yeah, I
apparently
remember
in
that.
Britain, they had to ban it because they were afraid people were going to get hurt from jumping up and down.
Yeah,
And so
ban
that's what
something
the
and-
safety bounce is about.
Clackers.
So let me get this right here.
I mean,
We got
I want to know what they
Brazilian-
thought of moshing when that happened.
Look, it all starts with like the Brazilian capoeira, right? It's just dancing, fighting. Swear to God, we don't know how that maneuver got that guy's nose broke. That's crazy. But my point being, you jump up and down, whoa,
But crisscross will make you.
jump. And when you're
Wiggity,
backwards.
wiggity, whack.
Yeah, you know like how they got started, right? They were in a clothing store and somebody approached them and went, "You guys look like you're rappers and shit." And they had their clothes on backwards, and I'm like, "No, they look like they don't know how to get dressed. They don't look like rappers at all." Like I
Six
see
and a half,
Snoop
one
Dogg.
dozen the other.
Well, look, I see Snoop Dogg. Never once did he have his clothes on backwards and said, "Yo, I'm gangsta." No, he did not. Okay, he did do a whole bunch of live shows where he didn't turn his volume on. Okay, that's more gangster because his clothes still aren't backwards. Anyway, so they became cool because their clothes were backwards. I remember on that note, I watched the news. I went upstairs before I went to bed. I'm like, can I even wear my jeans backwards? No. Apparently, I'm too retarded. I can't button them.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, kids, everybody, why?
Kids. They turn into teenagers. Yeah.
Ew.
Wow.
I have one of those. Yeah.
Well,
Teenager.
damn.
You're funny.
I bet you did. All right.
I would find anybody with a zipper in the back of their pants slightly suspicious.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be like, those are your pants.
They probably serve time.
Especially if they're underpants.
Easy access.
Oh man!
I mean, where else are you going to keep your wallet?
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh man. Anyways, prison wallet, everyone. Look it up. Florida man knows much about prison wallets, right?
I wouldn't recommend looking it up. Don't look up inside a prison wallet.
No.
Ew.
Snarky's like, nah, don't do that.
No.
Well,
No.
anyways, but listen, we don't need to talk
Press
about
your
what-
belly button and activate your oversoul.
Yes.
Oversoul activated.
Activate your
Yeah, when
Yeah,
I
that
was in
was-
high school, I didn't wear my clothes backwards, but I did have a hypercolor T-shirt and Z Cavariccis, you know. So
I don't even know what the hell that meant. You had a shirt on.
you don't know what a hypercolor T-shirt is?
No.
It was awesome. You could stick your hand on it and it would change color.
The color changing
Oh,
shirts. Yeah,
okay.
no, yeah. I didn't know they were called all that long word. Anyways,
Well,
I
Z
just-
Cavariccis were a
My
type
shirt
of
would do that depending on what I had on my hands.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Oh yeah, I've had Cheeto hands on both hands on purpose, right? In a white shirt, and I went like that. And
Oh,
yeah, why
Well, there
walk
you
around
go.
like that?
Yeah.
You want people to look at you?
Oh, kids that had Cheeto stained fucking clothes all the damn time. I won't say which one. But it was the same one that ate the dog food.
I know. One time in my life, there was a horrible New Year's Eve party that got way out of control, And I woke up the next morning with orange hair where bags of Cheetos had been rubbed into my long hair. It took me forever to get that shit out of my hair.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
at least
I'm
you still
sorry.
had your hair.
Kind of like now.
There was a guy I used to see at a lot of the Comic Cons that I go to, and
Yeah.
he would always have like giant round that looked like Cheeto stains in his armpits. And he
Ew.
always wore the
Ew.
same shirt, and it was like he put his hands like must put his hands like this with it, and then just like
Gives new meaning
Wow.
to when the carpet matches the drapes.
I never understood why people do that. Like, that's just, yeah, those are your armpits, man.
I know.
Look, dude,
Gross.
if I'm gonna wipe my hands on my shirt, it's gonna be on my boobs.
I don't know. If y'all keep talking, I'm not taking a shower after the live stream.
Yeah, good luck with that,
Well,
Dan.
making me feel dirty.
It's the Cheetos, huh? Makes you feel dirty, dude. Mm. I can see Tug there is.
But it's just too much sun, man. You know, you get really tired after that. I mean, I'm definitely burned. It's not too bad, but I can feel it. It's there.
Well, we're just grateful you had your skin on. It was probably for the best. No, Geek Culture there. He a few years back or last year, I don't know. Who cares? Okay, it happened, and he got Lyme disease from a ticks.
Oh, ew.
Anyways, and so one of the side effects of the medication was that his skin could fall off, right? So he tells me that in DMs, right? He's like, I'll try to be there on such and such day, but my skin might fall off. And I'm like, oh, no, you shouldn't have told me that.
my God.
The like instructions on these drugs were do not expose yourself to direct sunlight while on this drug because it will cause your skin to flake off. Like, what the hell am I taking?
You know,
So you were
that
exposing
fucking
yourself.
happened to my brother one time. And it freaked me the fuck out, man. He had scarlet fever and big old sheets of his skin would peel off. I thought he was turned into a fucking zombie, man. My stepdad had to stop me from getting a gun and shooting him in the fucking head.
Oh my God.
I saw that goddamn big old sheet of skin fall off his chest. I was in there loading the gun. I'm like, no, man, he's a zombie. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker.
I've seen where this goes.
Bite me, he's through, man.
I just have some words of wisdom for you guys. Do not fall asleep at the beach.
No,
like
God, no.
Because I slept and I fell asleep and then I woke up. You know, I still had my book on me and stuff like that.
Oh, so you had
shit, it's
lobster
like
book.
3 o'clock and I went around 12. Anyhow, I got home and my skin was rock lobster red. All I know is my mom was spraying water on my back and you could almost see the steam coming off the back. It was a
Did it
skin to
blister?
beam burn.
Did
I
it
was like,
blister?
yeah, oh, it blistered. Buddy
I've
bye.
been there, done that.
I mean, the only thing I could wear was like silky stuff because I didn't want to.
I'm gonna tell you a Florida secret that
What's
like
that?
it's gonna sound really, really weird, but if you ever
Oh.
get a really bad sunburn like that, take
Salt
a bath
water.
in tea.
Oh, and tea.
Oh.
In tea.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I
Something
got-
about the Tetleys. I don't know. Like I don't.
We
It
got
does
this.
something.
We got this big ugly green plant called aloe, and you
Aloe
break
works,
it,
yeah.
and rub it
rubbing
on
alcohol.
the
I know.
sunburn. Rub it on the
Noxzema.
sunburn, and it makes it go away.
Yeah, we had an aloe plant like in our front yard. I used to just like pull off the leaves and break it open and smear that shit all over my.
I got one in.
Yeah,
I got one in the
that's
fucking living room in a pot, just waiting for me to get burned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Works
some
great.
in my bathroom.
Hope I
But
never had to
I'm
use
used
But
to
for
like,
when it's really bad, when you get blisters and shit,
Yeah.
like that's not enough. You need more than that.
yeah.
When I was like 16, I went to Six Flags and I used my wheelchair. And most of the day, I'm riding around in the wheelchair with my arms up like this. My armpits got sunburned.
Oh no.
But then I
Brilliant.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a really bad sunburn on the back end of like behind my knees, you know, like the joint where your leg is, from snorkeling. Because I put sunscreen on everything except that back part of my leg. And of course, when you're snorkeling, that's exposed to the sun. And I was out there for hours. I couldn't walk because I couldn't bend my legs. I just couldn't do it.
I
It
was
hurt so much.
about to ask you what weird position you were in for that to happen. Oh, snorkeling. Never mind. I didn't think about that.
I'm lucky. I got a lot of Italian blood. I don't really burn. I kind of just turn brown.
I think about the sun for too long and I burn.
And
I rarely.
the only time I've ever had a bad sunburn in my life was when I was in fucking Afghanistan. It got a little hotter over there than I was used to. That's the only time I ever had a sunburn.
Well, due to the fact that
But
I
don't
have
go to
the
Afghanistan.
yeah, well, there you go. Due to the fact that I have Chinese in me, I don't really burn that easily, so it's pretty rare for me to get that burn. Now, it has happened, especially when I was younger, because I had no common sense that I should, I don't know, get out of the sun ever. Well, anyways, but like my brother, he just walks outside and he's just red. My mom walks outside, she's just red. But yeah, so I'm grateful for the fact that at least I can tan.
Yeah, you got a little olive in your skin.
Oh yeah, but then I scar real easy, so whatever.
I have none. I'm pale. I'm as pale as they come. I'm a very white skinned girl.
Do you see a dermatologist regularly? Like, if you had a second-degree sunburn, you should probably go see a dermatologist.
My mom spoke to the people at the hospital, the chief guy who deals in burns, and he was saying that water and cold rags, just not even cold, not even hot, just tepid, and she'd lay like washcloths.
Yeah, that works
on my back, and she took the advice from him because he was like, I guess, the head of burn unit at Evanston Hospital where we lived.
Now, what I'm saying is now that you're older, like apparently having second-degree sunburns in your youth will like increase the odds of you getting melanoma. So like I see a dermatologist all the time.
Oh, I see.
I got second-degree sunburns like 4 or 5 times. So
yeah, my mom's skin she used to be allergic to the sun. So at this time of the year, she'd wear like loose, light linen white shirts a lot.
Oh yeah. I remember like when I was a kid, there was a news story about these kids. There was like a group of them that were being brought together for the first time so they could all, see that there was somebody else suffering with their allergy to the sun. These kids had been covered in head to toe stuff. They looked like the boy in the plastic bubble. Like when he went to school and he wore like the oven mitt as an outfit. Yeah, they all were wearing oven mitt outfits. And I was like, oh, well, they could have made them look cool. They could have done that. I feel so bad for these kids. They already can't go outside because their skin will fall off. Doug, you can relate. And
yeah, totally.
And like it was. Do we have random? Right? What the fuck word is that?
Random. You have randoms on panel. It's panel spelled wrong, but yes.
Oh yeah, I got panel. Fine is the other word. Okay, shit. No, usually we've got porn too many times. Porn bombed, and no, we don't. So we have to know you to let you on nowadays. Yeah, sorry.
That's why we don't let Chance on anymore.
No, it's just on your show. That was just on yours.
So we were talking about, skin falling off.
But
when I was like 25, 27, something like that. One day I got up and the back of my leg was hurting and it felt like I burned. And I'd been using a heating pad. So I thought, the heating pad must have messed up.
Yeah.
Well, I go get in the shower and I reach down and all at once a huge clump of skin falls off in my hand. I'm like, what in the world?
That's not a good
syndrome.
And the doctor said, oh, you probably got bit by some kind of insect, but I don't think it was anything major. Put Neosporin on it.
What the fuck?
So I did. And I kept getting really sick. And I went to a different hospital to get checked out.
Right.
They said it was a brown recluse bite.
Oh,
and by putting Neosporin on it, which was the worst thing I could do because it caused all the venom to stay in.
Yeah, you keep it
literally ate all the way down to the muscle tissue into the back of the body.
Oh God! So tell us how much money you got when you sued that motherfucking hospital.
Damn.
Yeah, don't fuck with brown recluses, man. I mean, I obviously don't have to tell you.
Yeah. I also you can get Lyme disease from a brown recluse bite.
Yep.
Oh hell!
You win.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
I said I've heard of people using heating pans and that's burned them too, just the same. Like it feels like a sun. A sun.
Yeah, it's also like the laptop effect. If you keep your laptop like on your legs for too long, you'll burn and not even realize it until after you take the laptop off.
I was just talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
It's the frog in the pan thing.
Yeah, right.
No, see, I'm so sensitive, like hot things. Like I can't drink anything hot. I can't eat anything hot. It has to be just not hot, right?
Well, then I can't be on your panel. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
No, listen. Okay.
No coffee
You're not
for
liquid
you.
or food. All right. You're not liquid or food. At least to me, you're not liquid or food. Okay. All right. But anyways, yeah, like I like people can drink hot coffee. It has to be ice cold or room temperature, right? I cannot. I can't even pick up a coffee cup or hot chocolate or any of that shit, right?
Oh.
Just holding it is too hot for me to handle, right? I can't hot anything. I don't know what I'm going to do with this panel. It's just too hot to handle.
That's funny.
I mean, I actually, when I do drink coffee, which is very rare because it gives me anxiety, but when I do prefer it cold. I think it tastes better cold.
Yeah, I like iced coffees.
I drank coffee like it's going out of style. I wake up every morning with a couple of cups of Folgers. And the night I was afraid I was going to go to sleep about 5 o'clock, 5:30. I felt real sleepy. I didn't want to miss the show, so I drank a cup of coffee in the afternoon, and it was hot. It was hot when I was drinking. I started sweating, and it was horrible. But I was good. I was drinking ice water and sleep. But I wide the fuck awake now. I'm good to go.
Right? I don't drink coffee that much. It's okay. It's not my thing.
I used to drink my body weight in it, like constantly.
I can drink my body weight and probably the whole panel's body weight in milk.
Oh gosh, dairy.
In fact, one of my favorite scenes in a movie ever is in Batman. Right, Adam West is holding a brandy sniffer with milk in it, and I'm like, "That's my man. That's my man. That's me. That's what I would do. I'm gonna brandy sniff this milk." Yeah, and then never mind. I'm just gonna get the jug. But anyways, never mind my jugs.
Indy,
hey, Indy's here. Woo woo!
Yay!
Yeah,
Indy
he's Tethnic. Oh my God! Somebody read.
Technically, if it's not hot, that would just be a chocolate, Sarah.
Cool. Yeah, you're right. He swears he's not AI.
Yeah, like I've seen at the grocery store, they'll have like ice cream that is hot chocolate flavor. Like,
what?
Yeah. Isn't that just chocolate?
Just chocolate?
Chocolate ice cream?
Turkey Hill there for a while was making a hot chocolate, but with chili in it. And it was a Mexican hot chocolate. It said hot.
Okay.
It's good.
Little flames on it. Oh my gosh, that was the best.
It's so good.
You know what they
At
had
Walmart
a couple years ago? Oh,
what?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say real quick. Walmart was selling a few years back or whenever hot chocolate flavored ramen noodles, and also they were selling this chocolate wine. I'm like,
oh wow.
What the fuck is it with Walmart and these god awful ramens? Like they had a pancake and maple syrup ramen.
Why?
What?
No. Hey, listen to this. Walmart was selling like celery flavored ice cream and garlic flavored ice cream, and
I get garlic flavored.
Walmart corporate needs to stop doing drugs, man.
I've actually tasted the. In my office, we got to taste a little bit of this shit, and that I tell you, the pickle's the worst. I was like,
macaroni and cheese ice cream. We just had that not too long ago, or a year or 12 years ago, whenever it was. I don't know. But yeah.
I'm watching his session, but he's not here. Are we?
Oh, he left, but it's still streaming on his channel. That's really interesting. I didn't know that could happen.
Well, yeah, of course you can. Like, if you set it up yourself, you can delete it yourself when you leave, or you can keep it going. He chose to keep it going because it's way easier than deleting it. Trust and believe that is.
It's too bad Thrash is the hardest person to talk shit about.
No, I can do it all day long. He didn't respond back to me, the bastard. There, see?
I can't talk no shit about nobody that has such a cool Arthur Fonzarelli t-shirt.
Yeah.
Fonz, boy.
Hey. Yeah, like the pink sauce, Schmeckle.
Says, let's make a bunch of
long distance phone calls. I know you young people don't know what that is.
No, my aunt worked for the phone company. She let her figures do the walking. Okay, I remember. Pacific Bell, everybody. She even retired from there. Wow.
I remember in the early 90s, it was like long distance phone calls that was like 90% of all commercials was about how to make cheap long distance phone calls. It was really weird.
Like, after school when I need to be picked up and I was done with all my after school activities, right? I'd call my mom collect, right? And my name was I'm ready to be picked up. That's my name.
Right. Yeah, that's a thing.
Mine was it's
Totally.
me, call me back.
And now we live
Yeah.
in the future where you can pick your little cell phone up and call anywhere in the goddamn OUSA.
That's if they remember to charge it. Hmm.
Yeah, you don't even have to wait till 9 o'clock anymore.
See,
Yeah.
I
Right?
remember my mom used to make long distance calls, and she actually used to call up and actually speak to the operator and say, listen, I'm calling a phone number in London. Can you ring this number for me? Because back then,
Sure.
in the
you used
70s,
to
they
wait for
didn't
the-
have all this wait till 7 o'clock stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, and there are friends in Canada too. And, you know, any long distance, California would have been a long distance call from Chicago,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, little things like that.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
You're lucky because where I lived, to call the next fucking county was a long distance phone call.
Right.
I was going to
Here,
say
yeah.
these little bitty towns that are in between the bigger towns on the old highway, which is where I'm at, and this was if you get a phone here, it's long distance in everywhere, except for here. Here it's not, but any place else is long distance. Period.
Yeah.
And
There's like
that's
10
just,
people you can call, and that's it.
people just fucking quit having landlines like a big dog down here.
See,
Like,
I used to make
why
crank,
bother?
I used to make crank phone calls up until they had that star 69 redial thing to find out where you went
69.
called from. Yeah. Anyways, so that took the fun out of that. He called me back. Oh, that's not funny. I would call up with my best Chinese accent, ask you for an ass massage, to like the randomest things.
Very, very jerky boys of you. Yeah.
You know where I'm coming from.
Hello, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
Anita Dong.
I'm like, oh no, I have an ass massage. How much appointment do you have? It's like,
Oh, God.
When I was young, we used to harass the Chinese place. We'd call them up and ask them what flavor poodle they had. We go, we don't sell no poodle here.
Why does it
We don't sell no
surprise me, Dad?
poodle. We call him here.
Well, anyways, so I anyways, yeah.
No, it's not funny.
awful.
None of this is funny. No.
There was a lot of people that I called when I was in high school, right? That all got these random calls from me saying something about a ass massage. So I would say I apologize, but I don't.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not sound like a doofus, but I used to make daggum prank phone calls and just start talking to a person with a fake story and just make friends with them. And like the longer I could keep them on there, the more I feel like I won. I don't know.
Wow, that sounds like chat roulette. Did you make up
You
chat
see,
roulette?
you guys
there?
are nice. In my day,
You got to
we-
send the random texts now.
No,
It's like
see-
you just
see-
send a text to somebody saying, "I'm be on my way," just
See
to freak
now,
them out.
like you can't do this, but back in the day, you could order pizzas and send them anywhere to any address you
Yep.
wanted,
Oh, yeah.
and they wouldn't take credit cards back then. All they dealt with was cash. So you
Yeah.
could send like 25 pizzas to your worst enemy. You know, they could be the most expensive
Yeah.
pizzas in the world, and
Even-
yet.
I had
Mhm.
my limits. I would just toilet paper their house, okay?
Just remember, it's okay to hurt one person's feelings as long as it makes two laugh, or at least me.
It's worth it. That's very egalitarian of you. Yeah.
No,
might be
it
like,
was usually me
like,
sitting there with a friend, and like it would just be whichever one of us could keep them on there longer. It was fun. I don't know. I wasn't just sitting there by myself. I was to call the radio station when I was by myself.
Oh,
Indy,
yeah.
we all
Like,
start
um,
out. Indy, we all start out as normal when we get here, but you know we've all changed.
But
Normal? What's that?
normal? What even is
Ew.
that? I know. I mean, your skin falls off. Tell me how normal that
What
is.
is normal?
He sheds like a snake.
Oh shit! Denise just popped up like hardcore here, and we got Mama Dingo in the house. Whoop whoop, Mama Dingo. She's our registered.
Are you a
Australian-
real mama, or did you steal that baby, Dingo?
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. Well, anyways, she's epic.
Correct. There is no such thing as normal. Yes.
I'm so weird
yeah.
that I think I was too weird for Weird Al. So
Whoa, yeah, yeah. You're up to
I'm in the
leave.
same
Hey, did you
boat
eat
with
those
you guys.
Twinkie Wiener hot dogs? No, no.
they're really good. It tastes like a
Wieners.
sweetened corn dog.
They're so good that he.
I'm
doesn't
not going to
them
eat a
anymore.
winking wiener. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna spit my word.
What does that say about me?
Oh, shit.
What's funny is I actually asked Weird Al about the Twinkie Wiener sandwiches. He said he ate so many of those when he filmed UHF. At first, he thought they weren't too bad, but by the time that he was done filming that scene, he never even wanted to look at another hot dog.
On the 4th of July, that guy named Joey Chestnut is always supposed to win. The guy eating hot dogs at Coney Island or wherever it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's
No, but if
jumping up and down.
When you're doing a movie and you have a scene where you actually have to eat something, you have to remember that every actor who has that, like for every single scene where they put something in their mouth, they had to do that like 50 times, man.
Well, yeah, it's like what Chance was saying when they were filming Dallas, that whatever the guy was always drunk because he had to drink in every scene. I'm like, did I actually give you alcohol? You had to drink, did you?
That's Chance's excuse, I think.
Oh yeah, that's it. I swear I'm just drinking all these beers because the lawyer is. What?
Well, I wasn't in the movie.
Well, then Robert Downey Jr. kept eating, and they kept telling him to stop eating on set. But then he'd be in all those scenes he'd be sitting there eating something all the time. when that superhero guy in the suit, that guy, Iron Guy.
I almost said Ironside. Well,
Well, it's like Brad Pitt in all the Ocean's 11 movies. He's always eating, like in every single scene. He's always.
You do that too, yeah.
Well, everybody said
I don't doubt
snack.
Reminds me of The Sopranos. Either they were drinking or eating on that show.
Oh, yeah.
And good stuff too. It looked like.
Yeah, I ended up having to watch some of that. I mean, not my favorite kind of show, but it was all right.
I love shows about mobsters. I think they're cool.
I don't think they're cool.
Well, you know, on TV they're cool, not in real life.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did like the Untouchables movie. I didn't really care for the series that much, especially when it just was on when Star Trek was supposed to be on. Don't interrupt Star Trek! Okay, still angry about that. All right, Channel 13, you very independent KCOP 13. You don't you know, it would be Low Connection or something else, and I'd be like, no, I'm here for Star Trek. Oh, you're not going to play it? Last week you said you were. You're not? You can just. Okay. Anyways, I was very upset about that, but I've gotten over it now.
Sure. You look like you have.
I did. The screen's not broken. I got over it.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go now because it's 8 o'clock.
Let's just call it a show, anyways. My computer started getting hot, and the AC's about to shut off.
My computer's been hot. I got it jacked up on books, so the bottom's not touching nothing.
Yeah, I got mine jacked up too,
and a fan blowing under it.
We've been jacking a lot around here. Anyways, never mind about jacking activities. All right, everybody, let's call it a show. See everybody next Thursday or whenever again.
Been
live
fun.
things.
Yeah, it has been fun. Good hanging out with you, Jeremy. This is actually the first time I think we've been on panel together.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Geeks
you
should know geeks
Nice to
because
meet
geeks.
you, Mr. Jeremy.
Yeah.
We'll see you geeks later.
All right. Well, I got a real short outro for everybody. You're welcome.